Right, so one other thing I want to show you before we finish tonight is this desktop server. This program, you will need to restart it every time you restart your computer to stop or restart the web and database services. So if you've restarted your computer, you will need to restart the web and database services. The other thing I want to show you is down here in the left-hand corner. It's got the word sites. If you click on that, it will show you the site that you've made on this account. With the free version, you're allowed up to 3 different websites. So I've got one that I'm using for another class, and then this Twisty's Place that we're developing tonight. You can upgrade and have unlimited sites if you want, but that's up to you. Okay, so let's go back to our website. Where we left it was we had just created our menu, we've set our theme, and we've also set up our customization to have welcome to the sandbox. What we want to do now is to change some of our writing settings. So this is how the post will appear on the page. Under Settings and General, you can also customize your website in through here. I'm going to leave the Twisty's Place Welcome to the Sandbox in here. Leave all this. You can change your administration email if you want to. Membership, leave that turned off at the moment because otherwise you may get hit by spam bots if you're using it on a real WordPress website. It's not going to matter so much when it's just on your local computer because no one can actually access it. Leave the English. I don't want English United States. I'm in Australia, so I want Australian. And our time zone is UTC +10. So I'm going to change that as well. The date is fine and the time is fine. The week starts on Monday. That's fine. I'm going to save those changes. And then I'm going to come over here to the Reading tab. So this will affect how visitors will view items on your website. Blog pages will show up most at 10, indicated seeds. We'll leave that at 10, and so we won't change anything in that. For each post in your feed, instead of wanting a full feed, this is if you're importing feeds into your blog post. I'm just going to go Summary. And we'll save those changes. We skipped writing, so we'll go back to writing. The default category at the moment is uncategorized. I don't want that. I want to change that, so I'll change that in a minute. We have to set up our categories first. And the same with a mail category. We need to change that as well, but we need to do that through the posts. Let's finish looking at the settings. We've got one called Discussion. So discussion will let people add comments to the website. So visitors can make comments on your website. This is something you can turn on and off. Later on, we're going to install a plugin that will change the image. So at the moment, it's set to mystery person. You can see I've got a mystery over here. So later on, we're going to install a plugin that will allow users to upload their own picture if they want to. Media controls your media library, how images are displayed. So thumbnails will be at 150 by 150 pixels. Medium size is 300 by 300. And large size is 1024 by 1024. I'm going to leave them all the same. Permalinks. So this changes the way that posts are displayed. You can have it's set by default to have the date that the post was made. I don't want that. I just want to have the post name. So I'm going to select post name. You can also do your own custom structure if you want. and save our changes. The Akismet anti-spam. If you're setting up on your own domain, it's a great idea to have a Akismet set up. I'm not going to worry about it on this website at the moment because I won't be having visitors coming to this site because it's just a testing one. You will need to manually enter an API key. You can get an API key for free. Later on, we'll look at doing that. And again, local SSL, which is your site security certificate. So this is an option in this particular version of WordPress. If you've already got an existing domain, you might need to upgrade it all to the new HTTPS. If your site does not have the secure S at the end, then Google may not use its search engine to search your website. Again, that's not going to make a difference as this is only a testing website. Okay, so let's move on. We'll set our categories and then we'll come back and we'll change the way posts are displayed. So from posts, I'm going to go across and choose categories. So as you can see, there's only one category here. By default, it is the uncategories. Now you'll notice you cannot trash this particular category. So we're going to have to create a new one. I'm going to call another one called software. Type it in and press enter and it will appear here. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is games, because I like to test out games. And we'll also do website development. We'll just make a category called websites. So you can also have subcategories as well. I don't normally worry about that, so we won't worry. Okay, so let's go back to our settings and permalinks again. So down here we've got the option, not permalinks. Sorry, it's writing category. We're going to change the default post category. I want to change that to, I should have made one called news. Okay, I'm going to make it for websites. That can be our main category. And the same down here with default mail category, I'm going to change that as websites. Save that. Okay, so let's have a look now at our posts. Over here to posts, and I'll go all posts so you can see what the posts look like. So we've got one post in here. This was done by WordPress itself when we installed the program. So I'm going to actually trash that post. So we can start again afresh. Okay, we might leave it there for now and we'll move on in the next video.